Anastasia Dip Wrap Pomade in the color Ebony. And I'm going to be using this Morphe brush that came in a set, either the eye set or I believe it was the eye set, and it comes with a spoolie on the end. And the tools that I'm going to be using to tweeze my eyebrows is this Tweezerman. What are these called? Tweezers. What the fuck? Tweezerman tweezers. They're by Tweezerman. And also their scissors. I got sent a package from preemie.com. Preemie.com, I believe. Not this December, but the last December when I was pregnant. And they sent me like a couple of tweezers, eyebrow products and stuff like that. And like I went into Ulta before and these are expensive as fuck, so thank you Preemie and thank you Tweezerman, because these are literally the best tweezers I've ever tried in my life. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is outlining the lower part of my eyebrow, and then I'm going to be sweeping the product up into my brow, filling it in as I would any other time that I'm doing my eyebrow. And this is just what you're just going to do here is you're making the outline or the desired shape that you want, and then I'm going to get the back of the spoolie and I'm just going to sweep all the product into my brow. You don't want to make it too dark also, just, you know, outlining the bottom of your brow and then sweeping the rest of the products in and whatever excess. The whole point is just to fill in the bottom so you can see where you want to pluck your eyebrows hair out. Like you see here, I'm not going to go past the line that I made for my brows, but I am going to be plucking them right here below that line. So next thing you want to do is just get any concealer or any foundation and just outline your brows. The whole point of doing this is making the shape that you want. I highly recommend this for people who are trying to grow out their brows, and if you're used to having really thin brows and your eyebrows are just everywhere, what you can do is make your own shape and then pluck the hairs around it. So that's basically what I'm doing now. But if you already have a shape like me, you don't have to necessarily make your shape perfectly. So after we have done that, what I like to do is get a fluffier flat brush and just clean the excess product away. And next I'm going to get my spoolie at the end of my brush and then brush my hairs up. In case, I mean, you don't have to do this part, but if your eyebrows are kind of long, you can kind of go ahead and cut them. You know how like you trim your hair, your ends? That's basically what I'm doing. I'm not cutting a lot of this hair off. Just trimming the hair. I'm just trimming the ends of my brows. It's hilarious. And remember, when doing this, your eyebrows are not twins. They are stepsisters. They are sisters from another mister. Alright, so now from the tweezing part. So I didn't really realize until now that you can't really see me plucking out my brows. So I do apologize for that, but what I was just doing was getting the hairs below the outline that I made of my brow and pulling down my lid skin and just removing those hairs gently. And when you get close to your outline that you made, you want to do it very carefully, making sure you don't get any hairs above that line. unibrow, and really I'm just going downward motions. And what I'm doing is tapping the top of this, and that's how I'm plucking my unibrow. I did not know how hairy this thing was. And for more stubborn hair, you can like grab on it and then just pull it out. So now for the top row of your eyebrow. It's really simple, but to some it may be hard. But what I do is I put my finger over my eyebrow like this, and you can see all this hair here, and I do it, I put the angle towards this way, and I'm basically just going like this. I'm basically doing what I did to my unibrow, but I'm trying to be much more careful because you don't want to take out any of these important hairs, because then you'll have a bald spot. And by doing this as well, you're pulling down your skin, so it's kind of easier to get those stubborn hairs. And this is how they turned out. And for some reason, the ugly sister is looking way better than the good sister. If you don't trust yourself to do this, don't do it then. I used to do this. I used to do my own brows back then, and girl, it was like, why would you let your own self do your eyebrows, you know? Yeah, I know. But I hope you all guys learned a new trick. I've kind of been doing this for a long time already, and I'm like on and off with it. But for the past year, since my eyebrows haven't been growing out, I've been doing this by myself, and I've actually gotten a lot better. I don't recommend it if you do not trust yourself to do it, because it can get pretty thin, and by thin I mean your eyebrows. But don't be a perfectionist at it. If you removed like at least some of this hair down here, that's fine. Stop at that. And then at least some hair up here. Just don't go beyond what you think. Don't go beyond the shape of how you shape your eyebrows. If you're trying to grow them out, this is a good technique to do them. To just clean them up like that. Perfect. But I mean, like I said, if you don't trust yourself, then don't go beyond. Don't do it at all. But I mean, I hope you guys all enjoyed this little tutorial, and I will try to be back with more. Alright guys, so don't mind my eyes. I did totally forget to show you guys how my eyebrows looked without all the makeup on them after I was finished doing them. But this is how they turned out. They look pretty nicely shaped. You see I didn't touch that hair there because I am already missing some hairs here. So whenever I do fill in my eyebrows, you know, I just try to make my own shape, like I said. But I hope if you guys do try this, don't forget to like let me know, show me your before and afters, and if you want like some more like tips and tricks, go ahead and ask me.